Hey Doc, so today I'd like to talk to you a bit about Firegang websites. What are they? What make them different? I don't know if you've received our book or not, but we talk about how we go about building our sites. However, not all sites are the same. So we get a lot of questions from doctors about, why do we charge what we charge, or, you know, a lot of times, their son or nephew can do something, or they know a guy that can supposedly do the same thing. Well, I want to show you a little bit about what makes these different. So I'm going to start with a really good case in point because we just brought this this client on, and I'll let you take a look at their existing site. Now, this isn't a site we've done. This is something that they came to us with. Now, this is their existing site, and the site was not performing very well at all. There's a lot of issues with it. This is all of the content on the home page, for example. If you've read our book, you know that the services all need to be broken out into individual pages so Google can read them. However, this is the way that they've got everything structured, and it looks like they have some broken out in this format. However, because the URL at the top doesn't change, it's still /services here, the Google won't be able to read this. So again, it's really, really bad for SEO. Okay, I mean, again, I can click on all these, and again, this URL never changes. So you have to have unique URLs, otherwise, again, Google won't be able to read this. So this is what they had. Very like no call to action. Really, again, just not a very well converting site. Again, that's why they came to us, is that the site just wasn't doing well. Okay, it's all in the data and the numbers, and I won't go into that, but it just wasn't. It's not performing. So before they hired us, they hired another company to rebuild them a new site. Now, this other company, they build sites in the same platform that we do, and they tried to follow or did some sort of SEO, but this is what they came back with. Now, this is another company. Again, we didn't build this site, and this is, as you can see, almost a finished product. And what we're looking at is that this is the whole site, and again, not a lot here. There's the services fortunately are broken out, but the overall design is not something that we wanted to move forward with. It's missing a lot of content for SEO purposes, which again, I won't go too in depth into, but when we do sites, we write the content. We help build out new content. There's a lot of things when we talk to this client that we found out about that I'll show you on the next slide or web page here. But this is what another company came back with, and we decided that we don't want to use this. We don't like this. It's not effective. So we're in the process of designing a new site. Now, our process works like this. We work with the client to understand their patient's needs, desires, wants, and so on. Okay, what's keeping them up at night? What are the problems? And then we take that all into consideration, and we build out a site that should appeal to those patients. Now, we know that most of the patients booking are female. Over 70% of the patients that will book at your practice are going to be female. In a case of a pediatric dentist office, that's more likely the case to be higher. So we're looking at desired states. We're looking at the psychology on how someone's going to go through the buying process and what's important to them. So what we did is again, we talked to the client, and I'll show you an initial mock-up. Now, we're not done with the site because we design sites first in an image format, and then we go back and forth internally. In fact, the client hasn't even seen this mock-up yet. So here is the mock-up that we came back with. Now, what you're going to see here on this page, and one of the reasons it makes us completely different than most any other marketing company that you're going to see, is that we're trying to get people to take the next step. Now, moms are going to love a photo of a baby, and this is something that they're going to resonate with. We're also showing a special offer that was nowhere. They offer it, but it's nowhere to be found here. And we're showcasing it front and center. Free exam for children under 1 year old. This is huge for them. This is something they want to promote, but the other marketing company, web company, never touched on that. We make it very easy for patients to request appointments. Okay, it's like front and center, very, very simple to do. Okay, now when you start diving into the site, and again, this isn't done. This is merely just an image. It's a mock-up. It's something that we're actually going to have several revisions on, but I did want to get this video out. You're going to see that we have things in here like Smile Gallery, financing, special offers, areas served, about us. You have things that are saying contact us today, call us today. As you scroll down, we know from talking to this practice that one of their biggest concerns that moms have is their kids being afraid of the dentist. Well, they have things in place to facilitate that. First dental visits, big thing. Oral hygiene care, big thing. Ask about our cavity-free kids club, huge for them. Okay. Now we start getting into more things like why choose us. Okay. Now this is another thing, is that patients want to know why I should choose you. Now again, this is a mock-up. Before this thing's done, we're going to have patient testimonials. We're going to have more about psychological issues that kids may come into with behavioral issues and things like that. And we're really going to speak to those moms about it. We're going to have downloadable content, and we're in the process of writing out a tremendous amount of content for the site. Again, we build the content. We create these call to actions, and we promote these messages. Before we're done, we're going to have roll photos of the staff. We're going to have interviews with the doctor and so on. So ask yourself this, is this more likely to take shoppers and convert them, or is this more likely to take shoppers and convert them? Because I would put a lot of money and weight on the table that would say that this is going to work. And we've benchmarked our sites against many others, and we know that they perform better. The analytics prove it, the data proves it. We do call tracking, and we can prove that these sites perform better. Okay, again, first impression here versus first impression here. No sales messaging whatsoever, no special offers whatsoever. I have to click again to contact them. Okay, this is all the content on the site. There's nothing about their whole any of their services, or not services, but promotional items or anything else to tell me why I should do business. So again, much bigger difference in sites that we do versus sites that other people do. So again, to wrap this up, not all sites are created equally. Okay, we put a lot of psychological effort into how patients buy and what it takes to convert those patients, and that's why our sites perform better. When you do the ROI analysis on that, that means more people calling you. That means everything else that you've done was more effective. Direct mail, television, radio, newspaper, internet marketing, AdWords, SEO, all of those things, because they drive people to your site in one form or another. The more calls you get, the more money you make. So again, hopefully that makes sense. Just a quick recap of progression here: original, competitor, and then this is again what we're working with here. Again, a much better approach, and then by the time this is done, it'll be amazing. So thanks for joining me on the call, and we look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.